Chapter 1. First contact. I want to say contract for some reason. Welcome to Vanilla Garden of Judgment. We'll continue because we started with chapter 0 yesterday. Today, it's the next one. Our footsteps echoed in the corridor, so I guess we entered the area. I followed the almond-eyed girl through a carpeted hallway. Our shoes tapped against the carpet in the midst of an awkward silence, and it seemed as if the silence didn't bother the girl. However, as I walked, I swept my eyes over my surroundings. The inside of the castle was more spacious than I had imagined it to be, and was lavishly furnished with expensive furniture. It also seemed as if the place had every nook and cranny cleaned, to the point not a speck of dust could be found. The building itself was impressively built, and it was possible to see its component construction from the outside. Oh, come to think of it, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Lilith. Anyway, you don't need to worry about being formal. So, do you remember your name? Truth is, I don't know. This is important choice. We need to say the game. Boop. Truth is, I don't. I thought so. Everybody who comes here hasn't gotten a single memory. I was the same. Well, it might be scary, but you've got nothing to worry about. All the girls here are nice people. Nice people. Essentially, the girl here wasn't the only person living here. Judging by the size of the castle, hundreds of people could find accommodations here. It was the case. Then just how many people lived here? I thought to ask the girl, but stopped myself. As an amnesiac, I judged it better not to butt in and ask about every little detail. Then again, maybe you should be asking about every little detail. Whatever. I had no choice but to pick apart what information the girl spilled. I quietly followed Lilith. There, we're here. Saying that, Lilith stopped walking. We are where? What was that sound? The living room I had been taken to had two other girls inside. Sitting on the sofa next to an elegant table, they seemed to be relaxing. When the pair noticed our presence, they walked over with a curious look on their faces. She's cute. She's cute too! Oh my, a guest? I'm guessing the cheerful one would be... Okay, I actually don't know. To be fair, none of them strike me as cheerful that much. But then again, I think I'm thinking a little bit overly cheerful, so there is that. Let's see. This is the new guy. He hasn't got a name yet, apparently. Well, time it. Okay. I would say the time it one is the one on the right. I think. Probably. Maybe. I have no idea. Well, good afternoon to you. It's so nice to make your acquaintance. Oh yeah, I was correct, I think. I mean, she moved, the middle one, so she's the cheerful one, right? Yikes! He's more muddy. You okay? You got injured or something? I'm alright. It was just a little slip. Let's say that it was just a little slip. Why not? Okay, that's good. What should I call you? I believe we should think of a name for our guest. It may take a while for him to remember that part of himself. Yeah, true. Okay, take whatever name you get, alright? It's not convenient being a plain old John Doe, don't you think? Yeah, but I can't think of one top of my head. Would someone think of one for me? First option, of course. Right! Then, since your hair is white, your name should be Blanco! It's Spanish for white, is that? Really? I have no clue. What do you think? It's cute, right? Isn't that a little cut and dry? It's no issue if he's alright with it for... I mean, it's temporary, so it doesn't matter. We ain't got any other bright ideas either. That's fine now. You can call me Blanco. I don't know if there is a point in saying. Yeah, whatever. Let's say you can call me Blanco. Sure. Oh, you're really okay with Blanco? Yay! Awesome! Blanco! Blanco, Schmanco. It does matter. Both of you, aren't you forgetting to introduce yourselves? Yeah, sorry about that. My name is Sima. Nice to meet you, Blanco. I'm in charge of cleaning up the place. I guess you could also say my hobby is writing novels. It doesn't work out too well for... That's not even close to being the case. I once had the opportunity to read one of Sima's stories, but it was lovely and unique. I enjoyed the experience. Yeah, thanks, Soyo. You're making me feel shy. Sima, she seemed the brightest out of the three. Combined with her rough way of speaking, she gave off a boyish atmosphere. Did she now? My name is Soya. It is castle handle cooking for the most part. If you'd like, tell me what kind of food you enjoy. I'll keep that in mind when I'm thinking of what we'll have. And let's see. I'm skilled at brewing tea. Best girl. I also make sweets from time to time. Soya's the oldest of us here, but me and Lilith don't really treat her like she's older since we don't want to make her feel left out. You should do the same, Blanco. Okay, there is no need to go off your way regardless. Soyo, she was very composed and well-mannered. Perhaps as a result of that, her voice was hard to pick up. Was she a shy person? Should I go ahead and introduce myself one more time? My name is Lilith, we know. I'm on a laundry duty, sort of. But I don't want to touch anything that's touched a guy, so... You can do yours yourself. I mean, you'd be embarrassed if anything gross was on there, right? There is nothing gross on my laundry. Hey now! Hold your tongue a second! I feel bad for Blanco! And Lilith! I've been the one doing the work while you're stacking off! Just kidding! You're just imagining it. Lilith, she was brash with her words and had a thorny attitude. She acted like she was annoyed, but she went through the trouble of showing me my way here, so I figured her to be a good person, underneath it all. Anyway, since we've got introductions out of the way, how about someone show Blanco the inside of the castle? Blanco doesn't know anything since he just got here. He'll need a change of clothes as well. That is true. It would be inconvenient for him not to know where the shower room and the toilet is. I guess I should be talking definitely with a lower voice with her, right? Oh, it was okay. Wait, what? Why are you both looking at me? Hey, are you telling me I have to show him? I mean, you showed him this far, didn't you? Why not show him everything else? Yes, I agree. We'll leave it to you, Lilith. Hey, but just what logic do I got to be the tour guide? I get thinking you are saying I don't wanna. I'm a busy woman. I don't wanna be looking after this guy. Please. Sorry to bother. I think there is one last spot. Sorry to be a bother. Let's go. Actually, can I have a look? Does it? I mean, it does light up a little bit when I go onto the choice. Just a tiny. Actually, it gets grayish a little bit, but it's super slightly. Sorry to be a bother.
Hey, don't look me that way. At me that way. I can't say no to a face like that. Shh. Alright, fine. I'll do it. I'll just have to show you around, right? Let's get this done already. Come along and make it fast. I knew you'd say yes, Lilith. Thanks. Be quiet. I'm not doing this for you. Or him, for that matter.
Thank you, Lilith.
Gee, you too, Soyo. You'll be remembering this later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. We were seen off by the two women as we walked further inside of the castle. Liv was giving cheek as usual. Was she actually mad?
What a pain.
Well, it wasn't a stretch for her to be. After all, she had been half forced to look after me. The time of day was afternoon. It was around this time people would generally sample sweets while sipping tea. I felt a pang of guilt for having interrupted her precious tea time.
What? I was just running my mouth. I'll give you a proper tour.
Well, Lilith had a sharp tongue. I felt like I had a glimpse of her inner kindness to give me the tour one way or another. It was a little charming.
Just a bit. Here's the shower room. Go into something but all that mood. It's filthy.
Ouch. Liv said this and roughly pulled the curtain aside. Yeah, but the mood is probably... Oh, it's on the hands. I thought it was on the clothes, whatever. Thinking it wouldn't do to keep her waiting, I got in the shower with haste. The wood on my person was matted, and didn't come off too easily. I was in the forest before I came here. I'd been running around the forest that was dark as darkness itself. I ran, fell, and had gotten covered in filth. As if I'd been running away from something. Why? Well, I had no memories. I couldn't recall a thing. What had I feared? What had been such a hurry? The mood on my body had already dried completely. Cleaning it was a difficult task, even using a brush to scratch it. That's right, it was mood for a fact. It was lukewarm, filthy, and dripping. I had tripped in the boot, and that was why I was covered in it. That was all there was to it. That should have been it. But why was I thinking something like that about the filth on my body? It resembled blood. It looked like as if I had bathed in blood. Seeing myself like this, something awful came to mind, but only for a second. Huh. What was that? What is that about, yo? Had I killed someone? Was it why I was contaminated even underneath my fingernails? Killed? Who? I decided to stop such a foolish train of thought. I was surely imagining things. How long had I been in the shower? Liv called out to me impatiently.
Hey, how long are you gonna keep me standing here? Did you pass out or something?
Safe. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Whatever. Get it done.
Liv breathed an exasperated sigh outside the shower curtain. If it was me in his shoes there, I'd be like, after walking out, you didn't peek, did you? When I stepped from the shower, a towel and a change of clothes were already prepared for me. I dried myself with a towel and put on the clothes before leaving the shower room. Lilith sat on the sofa, a bored expression on her face. It seemed I left her waiting for a long time.
Now you know where the shower room is, right? The toilet is next door. We don't really have a scheduled time for showers. Why don't you shower when you like? Ah, but you're a man. You ought to be sure nobody's inside before going in. Got it? If you don't, I'm not taking responsibility for what happens.
Liv's bluntness washed away the feeling of solitude that had come over me in the shower. That's how it should be, so yeah, she should continue dispelling my worries, just by being her usual self. Sorry for the yawn. I managed to remain calm, even with strange thoughts whirling around my brain. This wasn't good. Keep it cool. If I lost it here, I'd likely lose it all. I'd not only lose my reason to live, but also my value being here. The music is so good, I like it. I had to listen to Lilith's guidance that she was giving despite not wanting to. I want to listen.
This is the cafeteria. The kitchen is next door. Most of us don't go into the kitchen besides Soyo. I'm clumsy, so it just cause problems. So I'm in charge of eating.
The cafeteria, it wasn't as large as expected, but was built with the warmth of a cafe. Drinking tea would surely calm the soul.
This is the library. Sima's been writing something here, but I don't know the details.
The library, there wasn't many books available, but it was just the right place to write something. Come to think of it, Sima said she wrote as a hobby. What kind of stories did she write here? When I had the opportunity, I wanted to ask. Yeah.
And this is the garden. You should have passed this coming here, so you probably have already seen it for. Sima takes care of the flowers here sometimes, apparently. I'm not really a fan of flowers, so I don't really care.
The garden. There were a number of dying plants in the flower bed. According to Lilith, Sima was caring for some of them. But even the flower plants had yet to bloom. Was the ground sterile? However, according to that logic, the garden where I met the girl in white wouldn't have existed in the first place. Was that place special, or was there something else at play?
There is a terrace below the stairs. The view up there is gorgeous, but I think everyone thinks it's a pain to go all the way, so nobody really goes.
I would go.
If you wanna exercise, why not go and see? There's a lot of stairs, so you'll tire yourself out for.
I think the mic is picking the noise right now, actually. It's gone. The terrace, most likely it was at the highest point in the castle. One could likely get a bird's eye view of the entire area. Despite the long climb, I thought it might be worth to try. Going up, yes. That's close.
And lastly, this is your room. It's your freedom to keep it clean or leave it messy. Just do whatever you want with it.
The room that was prepared for me was more than I deserved. The room was large and pristine. Had someone been keeping it clean before I arrived?
And by the way, I'm rooming next door. Try anything weird at night and you will be getting the back of this hand.
I see. I realized the girl to be my surveillance. I could understand not being able to predict what a complete stranger and male could do after intruding on your living space. I felt ashamed to have to be watched, but it wasn't unreasonable. I had to make sure I made no mistakes around the other residents.
I pretty much explained everything by now, I think. You good? You can do whatever you want until it's dinner time.
Good work on tour.
Thank you.
Let's not say good work. Thank you, Lilith.
It's not like I did it for you. I just did it because everyone asked me to.
Was she a tsundere or what? I retorted my thoughts. If I told her this directly, I might have gotten punched. Anyway, she was a bit too malicious to be a tsundere, I thought. I thanked Lily for the broad introduction and left. I wanted to rest. Thinking that, I searched for a place to sit and relax and came up the cafeteria. There, Soyo sat sipping on tea.
Oh, Blanco, you came just at the right time. I just finished brewing the tea. Would you like to join me? If it's not a problem.
I will join you gladly. I'll have some, thank you. I hope thank you means he will join. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead. For today's sweets, I tried baking cookies. I hope it's to your taste.
I have plain water. Speaking of which, I need to go buy more water actually. Damn, she's cute. When the cup I was given approached my mouth, the sweet smell of peaches, reached my nose. Peached tea is so good, so good. Such a good choice, Soya. Sipping like this and sipping tea caused a feeling of nostalgia to rise to the surface. I could have drunk the tea like this with someone in the past. Someone. I couldn't think of anyone, but yeah, at that point in time, the tea had smelled even sweeter.
This is peach tea. Sima absolutely loves it. Leave however hates tea and will only eat the sweets.
Lilith, what is wrong with you? That's funny, I get that. I'm gonna say that's funny.
It's thanks to those two that I can enjoy my days here. Is it alright for me to be this happy? This comes to mind quite often.
Soya smiled, a lonely smile, and began her story. By the way, I actually read a little bit. I read the general idea of the game, and I know basically what this game is similar to when it comes to anime. I will not tell you for. Just enjoy the story. It's a good idea. Because the anime was really good. Anyway,
Sima and Lilith had already been here by the time I came. As a result, even if I'm the oldest, I'm the newest to the castle. These two were kind to me when I didn't know anything. I'm truly grateful.
As I saw it, the only 3 people in this castle were Sima, Lilith, and Soyo. If Soyo came later, then Sima and Lilith must have been living here earlier. That's what she said, yes. Anyway, just what was this place? Who built this castle? Could those two have done it? I will tell one thing. In the anime, it wasn't a castle, it was a school. Anyway, build such an impressive structure all by themselves? No. No way. That was impossible. The girls must have moved into a castle someone had built previously. It must have been for that reason the area looked like a long, forgotten city.
So please rest at ease, Blanco. You must be confused because of your amnesia, but you'll be fine. You should be able to remember gradually in these beautiful surroundings. Come to think of it, Blanco, have you yet to remember anything?
Soya stirred her tea and asked cheerfully.
To tell you the truth, when I came here, there was one thing that I could remember. That one thing was my name. My true name is Kazami. Someone that could gently encompass others like a breeze. That was what was wanted for me when I was named. It seems that was all I could remember.
Her true name. I heard those words and was suddenly taken into reality. Did I have a name? A name that I had once been called by someone out there.
Isn't it lovely that their name is given with a wish?
Yeah.
It's said that humans grow up to be the person that their name implies. How mysterious.
That's what I actually like about just Japanese names as well.
I would like to hear your true name someday as well. That is, if you can remember, however.
Boop. Not confident that will happen. I might not be able to. Let's go with this one.
That is okay. Everyone started like you. Also, you will remember, one way or another. My past. I see it in my dreams. Every day since coming here. You will remember who you are, gradually, as you live here. That is why I can say, you will gain everything back for sure.
How? Dreams? Dreams?
I wonder just where we are, and what kind of place it is. I can't say for certain what is happening. Before I realized it, I was lost in a very dark forest, and I eventually came up on this place. Were you not the same, Blanco?
I see. I was the same as the rest of the girls, plagued by amnesia. We all were lost in the forest before making it here. The only reason the girls were all calm was because they had remembered everything there was to remember. That is why they could remain sane. They weren't flustered as I was. That is, if it truly was possible for one's memories to return to them in their dreams.
Ah, my, it's this time already? I talked for far too long. My apologies. I will go make the preparations for dinner.
Thanks. Sorry. Thanks?
No, I'm sorry to cut our conversation short. If you'd like someone to talk to, I believe Sima was still looking after the flowers. Lilith comes and goes as she pleases, so I'm not sure of her whereabouts.
Soyo said she would prepare dinner. I was particularly good with my hands. That thought was sunken into my body, so I knew. If I were to help her, I would only cause trouble. Thinking I shouldn't get in her way, I left.
Yahoo! Oh, Blanco, what's the matter?
When I came to the garden, Sima was looking after the flowers like Soyo had said. Sima saw me and smiled at me happily.
Did you come to help me? It's too bad, but I don't really got any work for boys. Sorry.
What's Chat doing? What is the flower? Let's say, what is that flower? We'll be interested.
Oh, this flower is a gardenia. I was just watering it. It's still budding, for if you don't water it often, it will dry up straight away. You know, they say gardenias grow in heaven. It's the flower that brings joy and blessings. Isn't that great? All the flowers in this garden need a lot of care to keep on living. That's why I'm spending a lot of time taking care of them. For some reason they are wilting. For, is it the earth here?
As I thought, the vegetation here wilted easily. The earth could very well be sterile.
What? Why are you still planting flowers then? I wonder why. The truth is, I don't really know either. I didn't have any hobbies until I came here. You know how we don't have anything to do here. That's why I thought I'd do this. Yeah, not for any special reason. Isn't it weird?
No, it isn't. That's wonderful. I would say that's wonderful.
Oh, thanks. Lilith makes fun of me for it all the time. For she's all, why are you looking after those buds that will wait in no time?
That's not her her way of whatever. But whatever. That's not her voice, right? I thought the same thing. Why would someone plant and try to bloom flowers on sterile ground? Normally, nobody would do this. Isn't it funny for... You plant it in a bad ground and it will not grow. And then you walk into the city and you see that goddamn flower or some kind of plant growing literally out of concrete. It's so ridiculous. Then again, the ground under the concrete might be good, right? Then, why was she trying her hardest to get off the flowers? Despite this, I didn't ask her anything. It wasn't good to ask about the person's intentions in this case, because it was impossible to put those feelings in words.
So you always works hard cooking our meals, and she makes us tea and snacks at free. That's why she's probably busy. She doesn't have time to look after flowers. But you know, sometimes she reads my stories while she drinks her tea. It gets me so happy. Oh, right. Writing stories is my specialty. Oh, actually, I guess it's not. It's kind of a hobby, I guess. You interested? Blanco? I have some in the library so you can give them a read sometime.
I will read that. Artists never tell a story with words. Rather, everything they want to say is between the lines. I believed Sima to be one of those people. I knew nothing at the time, but one day I just might learn what was going on in Sima's mind.
Do you have any strange hobbies, Blanco? This is just a guess, but you seem like you'd like books since you'd require it.
I like books.
Are you the literary type? Oh, sorry, I don't remember anything right. It'd be nice if you could gradually get your memories back. Yeah, if there is anything I can do, let me know, okay?
Thanks, I'll do my best. I'm gonna say thanks.
You'll be fine. Don't sweat things.
Sima's kind smile was a breath of fresh air. Thinking it wrong to keep her for too long, I left. Speaking of actually books, this is the collection I ordered lately. God damn it. It's not books though, it's manga. Which is books, but some people might not consider manga books. And their opinion is wrong. Basically, if you want to know, Yona, Shirayuki, Yola in April, and Danganronpa, the four. So, technically over here, Yona and Shirayuki are still being released and are constantly being translated. So, yeah. But Yola in April last 2 volumes, and Danganronpa entire 4, so that's great. Anyway, are you under... No, you're not under a kotatsu. For a second I thought maybe.
So, why are you here? What is it? You like me that much, is that it? You a stalker or something?
The reason was I had some time until dinner was ready. I ended up coming up to the library by chance. When I did, Lilith was there. That was all it was. I didn't follow her. Liv, who was spread out on the sofa, didn't seem to fit the library's atmosphere. Liv suddenly burst into laughter, seeing my tired expression.
Come on, let up on that dumb expression. Seriously, what's with that face? Just think about it makes me laugh. When you got here in this morning, I saw you all teary at the door too.
Stop laughing, it's me. That's so mean.
Sorry, I'll stop laughing. Don't be mad. Phew. Okay, I'm calm.
Liv likely wasn't being malicious, for there certainly would be people bothered by her condescending attitude. I still owed her for showing me around the castle, so I didn't say anything. I ignored Lilith, who had rolled over laughing, and sat on the sofa across from her.
Did you talk to Sima and Soya? You kinda look like you came here cause you don't have anything to do.
Sorta, yeah. A little. Sorta, yeah. But I did talk with them.
Okay, I don't really care for. Did you want to ask me something? If it's something I know, I just might give you an answer.
Tell me about this place. Is this heaven? Tell me about this place.
Who knows? I don't know either. I don't think this is heaven for... Really?
Come on. Come on. You guys know what this place is, right? When she said that. You know, right?
Really? Why are we here? Not you're trying to get to the heart of the matter. And also, I think we're being kept here without knowing anything. I'm gonna say it straight and tell you, I'm tired of it all. Living here. You know, I mean, there is nothing here. Nothing fun. Nothing that makes me happy. There's nothing. There's really only sadness here. That's why my dreams tell me. That's what my dreams tell me every night. I did something bad, so this might be my punishment.
What did you do? What did the other girls do as well? Tell me about your dreams. What do you see in your dreams? If you don't mind me asking. But then again, saying tell me what tell me basically instead of asking seems kinda rude.
I get nightmares. Can't describe it any other way. So I was able to carefree about the whole remembering her memories thing, but I only get the bad things in my dreams. It's like seeing all the wrongs I've committed in a daily digest. It couldn't get any worse. You ought to be careful too. You can't wake up even if it's tough, because it's a dream. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I was talking about it to help you out or anything. Well, maybe you must be pretty uneasy, right? You were brought to this remote place with amnesia. You must be at sea.
At sea? At sea?
Anybody would. It's normal to feel that way. It wouldn't be strange if you lost your marbles, right?
Liv spoke maliciously and put people down with ease, yet somehow I didn't hold her to the things that would normally have her hated. Somewhere there was warmth in the smile that sometimes played on her lips, and the care she showed me. Likely, Lilith was kinder than she let on. Anyway, where did the name Lilith come from? If I remember correctly, the name was supposed to reference evil spirits who caused harm to both men and boys alike. Huh. Tell me about your name. Why is your name Lilith? Let's go with... I mean, then again, maybe it's with, like with Soyo. Hey, her name is actually not Soyo, right? Let's go. Why is your name Lilith?
It's an alias. Isn't it obvious? It became my name when I got here. We all call each other by nicknames here. My true name. Why do I gotta tell you? That's private. Promise me you'll not interfere with our past and names. We won't either. Well, it's not really a big deal if the person in question wants to talk about it, but my name is... Nah! Never mind, I don't wanna talk about it.
When I brought up the topic of names, Liv began to brood. She might not have wanted it known. I thought to avoid bringing up the topic again, and decided to change the subject and ask about the girl in white. Would Lilith know anything about the girl who brought me here and disappeared from thin air? Okay, there was a girl that brought me here.
A girl? I didn't see anyone. The only person I saw this morning was you. Oh my. You see a ghost or something? You could have gotten cursed before you lost your memories. Wah, poor you.
Quit it. Shirley was there for. Shirley was there for.
I was joking. Anyway, she brought you here, right? She's not a violent ghost, so no need to worry, right?
Nobody knew where we were. We are also apparently shown dreams of our past each night. According to Lilith, these were nightmares. The girl in white called herself Vanilla. The girls here didn't seem to know of her. I could very possibly have been the only one to have seen and spoke with her. Again, you only asked here. Lilith, right? Just what was she? Things grew more and more mysterious. Afterwards, the residents of the castle all had dinner and returned to their individual rooms. I finished what I needed to do before bed and laid down. I wanted to sleep already. I was exhausted in mind and body at this point. However, I couldn't calm myself. Was it because I hadn't gathered my thoughts? Or was it anxiety from coming to a new place? Or was my frustration with myself for not being able to remember anything? Thinking exploring the castle would be a good change of scenery, I left my room silently so as to not wake anyone up. I remember Lilith said that the view from the terrace was quite nice. I climbed stairs, headed to the highest point of the castle. It is. On the terrace with a calming breeze, she was there.
I see you've come.
The girl in white turned and put on a surprised smile when she saw me. She then continued to speak as if she was testing me.
Is the scenery here not breathtaking? How did you feel taking this landscape? What did you believe this place to be?
I could see a sea of clouds from the terrace. It was as if the sky, glittering in several colors, was signaling the end of the world as we knew it. What was this place? The terrace, where one had the holiday underneath their fingertips, provided no answers. I had yet to grasp even the basics.
Here, the sky glitters in a palette of colors, shrouded in never-ending clouds. It is as if we are in a castle built to pierce the sky.
I thought about it and still don't understand. We might be in heaven. I don't think we are in heaven. First option.
Yes, the world exceeds human understanding.
The girl continued to speak as if she were an emotionless doll. The more I stared into the girl's eyes, green eyes, the less I felt I understood her. Just why did this girl say me? Let's say thank you.
There is no need to thank me. I did nothing but fulfill what was required of me.
Was she being shy, or did she simply have no interest? I couldn't read the emotions of the girl who had turned her eyes away from me.
Do you speak with the others?
The others was likely the three girls. Did Vanilla own the girls somehow?
You'll need to be frank with the others as long as you live here.
Thanks. Everyone is nice. Everyone is nice, it's true.
Yes, the girls seem to have come to feel comfortable in the months since coming here. Their expressions have become peaceful.
Judging from Vanilla's speech, she knew who the other three were. Yet Lilith said she didn't know of her. The mysteries grew right and left. There were too many things I couldn't understand.
Ah yes, let me warn you of one thing. I recommend you not to pry into the past of the residents here.
Okay.
Do not meddle in others' affairs. Do the others not wish the same thing? I also recommend not following those who attempt to leave. Caring for others excessively will only cause your destruction.
I knew nothing about this girl, yet I felt her words to be truth. Okay, we need to remember that. Don't ask about the past. This one leaves, we don't go. It was important not to pry too much, and stepping too far into someone's private matters wasn't a good idea for either party. It was likely a good idea to listen to what the girl had told me.
Also, please remember this one thing. Regardless of what is to happen here, you are free of sin.
Huh?
This is an extreme case. However, if someone were to die or disappear or were to be murdered, you are free to do as you please.
Those troubling words suddenly spilled from her lips. I could do as I pleased. I could kill as I pleased. Just what was this girl saying? What a disturbing thing to say in such a peaceful place. I felt as if her words had jinxed me. She spoke as if predicting something unpleasant were to happen in the future. I mean, if it were me, I just would like to live in peace.
Yes, that may be true. You have food, shelter, environment prepared for you. You live without any restrictions. You live with order.
It was my imagination playing tricks on me. There was no possibility of anything happening. I could only think of living peacefully with such nice people. Stop. It must have been my imagination.
Fo, are you not mistaken? There is not only fun to be had here. Do you not see nightmares each night? Dreams of your past?
I don't know. I just got here today. Dreams. Was Vanilla talking about the same dreams that Leaf and Sawyer had mentioned?
As more and more time passes, you will come to recall the many sins you have committed.
What was she doing? She spoke of only of impossible things, attempting to bewilder me. Or was she trying to tease me? She knew too much of the workings of this world. Just who are you? Tell me more about yourself. Just who are...
Do you have any interest in me? Yet I told you before, there is no need. You are truly hard to convince. You may think of me as a servant. I apologize, but I'm not at liberty to speak anymore on the matter. You should rest now. Everyone else will have retired to their beds by now.
Vanilla disappeared as soon as she said this. The girl in white, Vanilla. Just what was she? I was spending my first night here since coming to this place. Too much had happened, and I hadn't properly processed all the information. I once heard that humans processed the goings-on of their day while asleep, or I thought I had. I was exhausted. I went to bed as soon as I could. Good night. I saw a painting. A dark painting. A dark painting without a single beam of light. That painting had fallen before me. I had been drawing. Perhaps drawing was my hobby. I hadn't been told to do so. I drew of my own volition. But this had not been painted by me. It had been someone else. Someone that wasn't me that had painted this. I knew that person. I had the feeling I knew that person very well. Who was it? Who was calling me?
Why don't you invite someone like me? I'm negative, I don't smile, I'm no fun to be around.
I wondered why. It was probably because I found it fun to talk to her. It was only with her I could have so much fun talking about our interests. What was this memory? Everything was messy. Why didn't I know this person?
Fun? You think it's fun to be around me? I got it. I can still be fun to be around then.
The girl whispered this and tucked in her chin. I remembered that dead, happy face of hers didn't leave my head for days. I thought it was a surprise for her to make such an expression. Who was she? Why did she know me? No, I knew her. That girl was very important to me. She was someone I shouldn't forget. Her name was... Huh? Why couldn't I remember? She had been so important to me, and yet I have forgotten not just her name, but her voice, her face, everything else. It all grew foggy and distorted. I see. This was the nightmare they mentioned. I was being shown a nightmare of the past I didn't want to see. I was being shown a fragment of the unchangeable past. Time that I couldn't recover even if I regretted it. A time I couldn't possibly return to and redo. When my eyes opened, while curtains fluttered, I still lived peacefully with the 3 other girls. Just what was this place? I might have been in heaven or hell. What if it's neither? Let's say heaven. Okay, guys, we are ending here. As I said, we are doing each episode, each chapter, basically. So tomorrow we'll get to chapter 2. For now, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode of Vanilla Garden of Judgment. Bye bye.